attention please. The emergency exit doors are located throughout this building. Please take a few minutes to locate the exit that's closest to you. Look for the lighted exit signs. In the event of an emergency, please exit in a calm and orderly fashion and follow the directions of university and public safety officials. Thank you.
Welcome. My name is Liz Rossler. I'm the director of the PA Online program. It's my pleasure to welcome the class of 2024, their family and friends, to today's graduation ceremony. I'd also like to welcome all of you who are joining by live stream. I would also like to welcome our honored guests, Alexandria Greeno, Associate Dean of PA Education, Associate Professor in this section of General Internal Medicine, Jessica Luzzi, Deputy Dean for Education, the Harold W. Jockers Professor of Medical Education, Professor of Obstetrics, Gynecology, and Reproductive Sciences. And I'm really honored to introduce our graduation speaker, Dr. Richard Belitsky. He's an Associate Professor of Psychiatry and the Interim Program Director of the Yale Psychiatry Residency Program. He's noted for his work in medical education at both the undergraduate and graduate medical school levels. He served as the School of Medicine's Deputy Dean for Education from 2006 to 2020, where during this time he was instrumental in the development of this program, the PA Online program. Dr. Belitsky holds a BA from University of Florida, Gainesville, and an MD from the University of Florida School of Medicine. He came to Yale in 1979 as a resident in psychiatry and continued as a fellow in forensic psychiatry and chief resident instructor in the Department of Psychiatry, and then joined the faculty as an assistant professor in 1983. He has earned numerous professional honors at Yale, including the Stephen Fleck MD Faculty Award as Exemplary Physician and Teacher, the Charles W. Baumfock Teaching Prize, and the Francis Gilman Blake Award for the member of the faculty at the School of Medicine designated by the senior class as the most outstanding teacher of the medical sciences. He was awarded this in both 1998 and 2000. So welcome, Dr. Richard Belitsky.
Really? I know I'm short, but... There we go. Can you hear all okay? Okay, yeah. Is it bad when the introduction is longer than the graduation speech? Yes. Okay. So, first of all, let me just say what a tremendous honor it is to be invited to be your graduation speaker today. You know, some of you may know, I go back a long ways with this program. Anybody see the musical Hamilton? You know this song, The Room Where It Happens? I was not in that room. I know I'm old. I'm sorry, this is bad stand-up. I shouldn't do this. But I was in the room where this program happened. And I saw firsthand the determination, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the innovation, and the creativity that led to the birth of this program. And although we didn't know any of you at that time, we created this program for students just like you. Smart and caring and talented, who maybe in a unique program might find an opportunity to get their PA education at Yale. So I want you to know we are so glad you came here. We thank you for taking this journey along with us. And look, I know in a couple years this program will be closing after about a 10-year run. So please keep in mind the Yale degree that you earned today, the things that you learned here, the relationships that you formed here, those stay with you, and you are forever part of our Yale family. Now, there's a few other people in the room I want to acknowledge and thank. The leadership and the faculty and the staff of the PA Online program, of which I am so fond. Sandy and Liz and Stephanie and Janie and others who are part of the core of this program. You will not find people more committed to PA education or to your success than this group. So from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for everything you've done. There would be no Yale PA online program without you. Now, we're all really proud of you. But you know, there's a group of people in this room and some at home who are way more proud of you than we are, if that's possible. And they're seated behind you and on the sides of you. The people who, you know who I'm talking about, your families, your friends, your parents, your siblings, your kids, your partners, your loved ones. The people who love you, the people who believed in you, the people who supported you and helped you to achieve your dreams. So to all of you in the room, we'll put them aside for the moment. You know that bursting pride that you're feeling for them right now? Please know that that pride that you feel is matched by the gratitude that they and we all have for you, for everything you did to make this day possible for them. We thank you very much. Okay. Okay, the speech. So, I've been to a few graduations, you probably have too, I've spoken at a few. Here's one thing I learned. A graduation speech should be about 17 minutes. If it's less than that, everybody feels cheated. The guy didn't say anything. If it's more than that, everybody feels bored. Okay, we get the point, can we move on? It's almost lunchtime, I'm hungry, let's go. All right? So, here it is. Just grab this water for a minute. Let me come down and talk to you. You know, if I put this water on the organ, that guy's going to go crazy. All right, put it here. Okay, to you. Today I want to talk to you about feelings, your feelings. Did you all hear that soft groan coming from the audience? The, oh no, not feelings groan? Look, you invited a psychiatrist to be your graduation speaker. What did you think I was gonna talk about? All right, this may be a little much. Let me back off and start over. PA Online program, Generation Z. Okay, Steve Jobs, not a psychiatrist. You know, some of you may know, Steve Jobs famously obsessed about the inside of his products because he reasoned that for something to be great, you had to pay as much meticulous attention to the inside that many people would never see as you did to the outside that everyone would see. You get where I'm going here? It's not that subtle, is it? No. Okay. So, today I want to talk to you about taking care of your insides. Why? Because medicine is a big, thrilling adventure. Because it's filled with all kinds of intense emotions that you will experience. And all the ups and downs that you might imagine. You're going to get that satisfaction of being somebody's PA. That incredible feeling that you had when you applied to the program, that you want as part of your professional life. You're going to get that. But you're also going to see the frailties and the vulnerabilities of the human body, and you're going to see the limitations of medicine. So, when you go through this adventure, I want to make sure that you're taking care of your insides. Here's the thing. I know you're going to take good care of what's going on around you. You're going to be a great PA. You're going to be wonderful to your patients. You're going to be a good team member. You're going to be diligent. You're going to follow up. You're going to take really good care of everything that goes on around you. Let's also make sure you take care of what goes on inside of you. Okay? All right. Now, a story. I don't know how you're feeling today, but I know how I felt when I was sitting where you are. Just graduated med school, about to start my internship. And I was so thrilled and so excited that I was finally going to be a doctor. And I was also really relieved. I was relieved when I got into med school because I wasn't sure that would happen. And I was relieved when I graduated because I wasn't sure that would happen either. Okay? But you know what else? I was also scared and filled with self-doubt and insecure. Did I know enough? Had I studied enough? Did I learn enough? Did I have what it takes to be somebody's doctor? So I was filled with lots of doubt too, and feeling quite vulnerable about what was ahead of me. Okay, a story. Very early on in my medical career, around where you are now, a very profound thing happened. I was about 3 months into my internship, a really new doctor. And I was on a pediatric rotation assigned to a rehab hospital, working with young children with burns. And I'll never forget this. You know, they tell you you learn medicine through your patients and you always remember. So there was this little boy about 6 or 7 years old. And he had been severely burned in a house fire. And my job was to remove his burn dressings and replace them with clean dressings so he wouldn't get infected. So he'd soak in this tub and then he'd sit on the treatment table and I would take off his dressings. And it kind of hurt. And one day after soaking in the tub and sitting on the table, as I was trying to remove his bandages as carefully as I could, and they were sticking some to his wounds, he was crying and sometimes even screaming, and my heart was breaking. So I'll never forget this moment where he looked up at me. You know the big doe eyes of little kids? Looked up at me, tears in his eyes, and said, "Aren't you my doctor?" "Yes, I'm your doctor." And he said, "If you're my doctor, why are you hurting me so much?" And I felt crushed. All of my worst fears coalesced in that moment. You don't know what you're doing. You're not good at this. You don't have what it takes. So I pulled myself together the best I could, finished what I was doing, walked out of the treatment room, out of the hospital, across the parking lot, into my car, shut the door, put my head down on the steering wheel and sobbed. I mean sobbed. You know the kind of sob I mean, where your face turns red and tears are coming down and you can't even talk and bubbles are coming out of your nose. That's kind of gross, isn't it? You're PAs, you'll get used to that. So after 10 minutes of this, I realized I have to go back in, wiped my face, got my composure as best as I could, and walked back in the hospital. And when I got in the door, I was greeted by the pediatric attending physician. Let me be clear. This is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. A kindly pediatric, look, they take care of sick kids. These are the nicest people in the world, pediatricians. And he wanted to console me. So he put his hand on my shoulder and he patted me on the shoulder and said this, "Richard, if you're going to be a doctor, you can't let it get to you like this." Yeah. So, all right. Let me make a quick diversion for a minute. I'll come back. Let me confess, I'm a crier. I cry at all. I cried at my son's graduation, just like some of you out there wiping the tears. I cry in movies. I cried at the end of 12 Years a Slave. You remember when Solomon Northrop is reunited with his family? Who doesn't cry? How could you not cry? Okay, I'll admit it. I cried at the end of Toy Story 3. You remember? When Andy gave Woody away? Oh my God, that was brutal. It was brutal. All right. One more movie reference. I promised the last one. You all know a movie called A League of Their Own? Know this movie? It's a movie about a women's baseball league and a women's baseball team. And there's a very famous line in that. You'll know it. Some of you know it already. There's a player on the women's baseball team named Evelyn, and Evelyn gets criticized for making a bad play. And she's on the baseball field, and she starts crying. Remember this? And Tom Hanks plays the manager. And Tom Hanks comes up out of the dugout, and he stands in front of Evelyn, and he goes, "You're crying? There's no crying in baseball." Okay, so first of all, wrong on both accounts. Anyone who thinks there's no crying in baseball has never been a Mets fan. And we know there's lots of crying in medicine. So, what do I wish that well-meaning doctor had said when I walked back in the room, when he put his arm around me and tried to console me? Here's what I wish he had said. "You're a doctor, Richard. Of course you feel this way. We all feel this way sometimes. So look, if you don't remember anything else from today, what I want inside your head, whatever you're feeling as you go through that great adventure, I want you to hear the voice that says, 'You're a PA. Of course you feel this way sometimes.' I don't want you to run from your feelings. I don't want you to protect yourself from your feelings. I want you to embrace them. Sit with them with grace and understanding and curiosity. Because it turns out that through your emotions, you will find the humanity and the meaning in your career that brought you to this work." Now, a request. You know how I just shared a story with you? So here's my request. Share your stories with others as you go through your journey. You know the people, maybe you're one of them, maybe you've had kids who've done this, but certainly some of the parents and look, do you remember when your kid came home from school and you were so excited to know how it went? And you'd go, "How was school?" And they'd go, "Good." And then they go to their room and you go, "Wait, get back here. How was the party?" "Fine." Okay? So I don't want you to be that person. When someone says, "How's it going? How did it go today? What was it like today?" I want you to think about things like this. What brought me joy today? What did I learn about myself today? What made me laugh today? And share that with each other and with the people who are important to you, because it will do two really important things for you. It'll connect you to the people around you and get you the support you need when you need it. And equally important, it will open the door for others to share their stories with you. Okay? Now, someone's probably timing me going, Richard, 17 minutes. So let me end with one more share. You know what brought me joy today? Sharing this graduation day with you. Thank you for having me. Congratulations, everybody.
Bryce. It's my distinct honor to introduce the class of 2024 as they receive their diplomas. So we didn't have a rehearsal, so I'm just going to say the students that aren't in row 1 can sit down. And Dua, if you want to walk towards the stairs. Thank you. So I didn't rehearse either. So I'm going to ask the students to go back. So sorry, because Dr. Belitsky's talk was so professional. So I won't cry. So students go back, because we have Deputy Dean Jessica Luzzi who's going to say some remarks. Last year seems so long ago when we did this. Yeah, so now you know what to do. So I'd like to introduce, and I apologize for that, I'd like to introduce Dr. Jessica Luzzi, the Deputy Dean for Education at Yale School of Medicine. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I was thinking there's no way to top Richard Belitsky's talk, so I was kind of happy. I was thinking, oh, good. So yeah, you are all so fortunate to have had Richard Belitsky as your graduation speaker. He is clearly one of the best speakers at the Yale School of Medicine, and maybe even the entire university. So it's going to be a little hard to top that, but I just have a few remarks to share with all of you. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to the 73 members of the Physician Assistant online class of 2024. I am honored. I am honored to have the opportunity to speak with you on this celebratory day, to you and your families as you join nearly 250 PA Online alumni spread across the country, as well as the broader Yale School of Medicine community. I'm also honored to speak after Dr. Belitsky, my predecessor as the Deputy Dean for Education at the Yale School of Medicine. As you've heard, he played a vital role launching and supporting the PA Online program. You applied to this program in 2021. In 2021, the COVID-19 pandemic was still relatively new and challenging us on a daily basis. I am grateful to all of you for wanting to serve in a profession where providing care to others is the highest priority, especially at a time when healthcare workers were visibly on the front lines, often putting themselves at risk to help others. Like others today, I want to thank the families and friends of our graduates, some of whom are able to be here today, and many others who are watching remotely. You have supported our graduates and enabled them to successfully complete a rigorous PA Online program. To the class of 2024, you should be very proud of your accomplishments. You have been part of an innovative program that has trained you to be outstanding patient-centered clinicians who are experienced practicing as part of a healthcare team. You worked extraordinarily hard during the 28 months of your program, including in engaging in more than 120 hours of clinical care during the didactic year, followed by 15 months of intensive clinical rotations. Your class reflects our PA program's commitment to promote diversity and an inclusive environment by engaging in education, reflection, and advocacy for the benefit of the communities in which we learn, work, and serve. 42% of you are the first in your family to attend college. 23% identify as underrepresented in medicine, and 25% live in medically underserved communities. The breadth of your lived experience has benefited your class and will benefit your patients. While you come from many different backgrounds, including 28 different states, you have a common goal, and I know you all will succeed in that goal, providing passionate care to your patients and contributing valuably to the medical profession. Wherever your careers lead you, whether in your home community or in a new location, whether practicing primary care, as many of you will do, or in a specialty practice, you will provide much needed care to your future patients. Today, you join a wide network of Yale University alumni around the entire world. Please engage with this network, and please stay connected with each other. We are proud to have you as graduates, and congratulations, PA Online class of 2024.
Okay, what was I saying? So please rise. It's my honor and distinct pleasure to introduce the class of 2024 as they receive their diplomas. It is important to note that 11 from this class have been inducted into the Pi Alpha Honor Society, which recognizes graduates for academic achievement and professional service. They're denoted in your program with an asterisk by their name. Dua Abbas. Benjamin Y. Adler. Rebecca Joyce Arnold. Shanita Danielle Bailey. Claire Jeannie Bazaa. What's up? Oh my goodness. Devin Edward Andre. I'm out of order. Tiffany Bell. Alicia R. Bowles. Peyton McKenna Bruce. Jessica Brett Bergen. Tyler M. Burris. Carissa Bustamante Coates. Stores Lamb Byler. Elijah N. Chen. Whitney Michelle Cooley. Not up here. Skytisha Dunlap. Oh my gosh. It's been a day. Laura Caroline Donnelly. Kai Song Erickson. Jennifer Erin Fitzpatrick. Stephen Michael Forcom. Heather Renee Garish. Adrian Page Harrell. Tadahu Henkel. Heather Nicole Hernandez. Lisa Elizabeth Hicks. Lindsay Hollister. Andrea Kaplan Hernandez. David Krupinski. Brittany Leland. Kathy Lee. Ariella Abigail Mayman. Jeffrey Mank. Samantha Donnell Macer Stearns. Erica S. Matson. Megan Mara McAndrew. Heather McDonald. Jasprina L. Ming. Bethany Mateka. Kimyada Morris. Danielle Ocampo. Congratulations. Daniel Pang. Christina Michelle Posadas Paquette. Giselle Monet Esmeralda Paradis. Tabitha Patton. Ton Fern Pham. Tuan Min Pham. Maria Bianca Pierce. Thomas Pagorsh. Caroline Pop. Padmani Rai. Carolyn Patricia Reed. Ryan Reich. Megan Robbins. Cynthia Fernanda Andrada Santa Maria. Cheryl Lauren Schmidt. Catherine Amy Simon. Oh, that's nice. Lauren K. Spangler. Anjay Stadnik. Melissa Claire Tama. Luis Carlos Teller. Melissa Marie Tigey. Catherine S. Toller. Andrea Michelle Valadez. Eamon Warris.
Wow.
Janae Wicker. Kaylee Virginia Marie Zaire. I would also like to congratulate the students who graduate today who are unable to join us in person but are joining us via live stream. Alexander Farinelli. Mason Deshay Giffel. Matthew Ryan Gorman. Josephine Heath. Charles Kepley. Samantha Marie Rosea. And Erica R. Schiller. So let's hear for the class of 2024. Congratulations. Okay, so I'd like to introduce Megan McAndrew, who's going to give the student address.
Wow, hello, good morning. Good morning, Dean Aluzzi, Dean Garino, Professor Rossler, faculty, friends, and classmates. My name is Megan McAndrew, and for the life of me, I cannot believe that my class voted me for the speaker. I would like to think it's because as one of the older members of the class, it's for my sage wisdom. But I think we all know it's because we don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. So I want to introduce this class to the audience because you see, we know who we are, but I don't think our faculty, our administrators, our family and friends know who we truly are. Our class started with 82 back in January of 2022, and 73 of us will be walked across this stage today. We all knew it would not be an easy journey. I mean, it's Yale, right? But little did we know that it would not be the academia that would be the most difficult. This class has experienced everything under the sun this year. But when I tell you that this class is unbreakable, believe it. We started this journey exuberant and energized, and we are ending it having aged at least 20 years and at least 20 pounds heavier. This class has unique and diverse humans who are the most genuine and kind souls I have ever met. We have a beekeeper, a dancer, hockey moms, maple syrup makers, a Peace Corps volunteer, farmers, spiritual practitioners, where's Maria? Girl. Immigrants, adrenaline junkies, cat lovers, veterans, and makeup masters. Oh yes, we also have paramedics, RNs, PTs, a few biomedical engineers, and of course, your standard ethnomusicologist. We have a lot of strong type A personalities that are driven, goal-oriented, tenacious, and persistent. I know that the faculty will say we are nothing if we are not persistent. So our journey started back in January of 2022. We were enrolled in 9 courses, and only one was a live synchronized class. The rest were on our own. Self-motivation and initiative were imperative. The one live course we had was on a Zoom conference, which is like this discombobulated screen with multiple people staring at you. And it's awkward silence. And then everybody speaks at once, so you don't even know who's talking at that time. My first thought was, how would you find your people? It was like returning to high school and hoping somebody would sit by you and talk to you. Yet you don't sit by people, and there's no whispering. So there was a lot of chatting and texting behind the scenes. And this is how we forged our friendships with people who lived halfway across the country. We found our people, our besties. We found our inspirations throughout the students in our class. We spent hours on Zoom study sessions, sometimes not even talking to each other, but just knowing that that person was there in silence, just supporting us. We had study groups and we met weekly. Some classmates made and shared flashcards and study guides. And one of us even, well, there was a few of us who even downloaded textbooks on a drive so that we didn't have to purchase 1 million books. We took weekly tests and quizzes with questions that felt like, your patient goes to McDonald's. He orders a medium fry. Between eating his fries, he sneezes. What does his left atrium smell like? March of 2022, we had our first immersion. We met our classmates and professors in person, and it was like we had known each other for years. As we stepped onto campus, it finally sank in. We were actual students at the renowned Ivy League university, Yale. A dream 99% of us did not think it would ever be possible. We met our beloved anatomy professor, Dr. Stewart, as he instructed us in our cadaver lab, the first encounter of cadavers that many of us have ever had. And our week ended with a white coat ceremony and an oath in which we committed to upholding the tenets of our profession. Our second immersion was in December of 2022, and it consisted of a lot more testing, including our advanced life-saving course, which is like CPR on steroids. I was finally excited to be able to yell, "Pressers, stat!" But apparently that is not a real thing, so thanks, Grey's Anatomy. This time together, again, offered an opportunity for our already bonded class to become closer and enjoy our time together, including a Christmas party at the secret underground Griffin's Pub. And finally, our last year consisted of 15 4-week clinical rotations, which we were all looking forward to. finally, the part which we were wanting to do, the actual hands-on learning with our patients. But in reality, it's a new job every 4 weeks, which might not seem like a lot, but think about it. A new location, a new boss, a new place to park. Where do you put your lunch? Will I even get a lunch? Let me tell you, I need to eat. The anxiety was palpable as a new rotation drew near. Some of us didn't even know where we were going until the week before. Some of us not even until the day before. Many hours were put in, not only by our clinical specialist staff, but by us, the students, finding sites that would even accept us. We shared life experiences, heartbreaks, milestones with each other. We have had several of our classmates get engaged and plan weddings during this program. I mean, I haven't even been nice enough to be asked on a date, let alone for my hand in marriage. I mean, ask my son. He says I've been crabby since I started school. Some of our classmates became parents during school. One of them even had 2 babies during school. Yes. Again, see above. I have not been nice enough during school to be asked on a date, let alone anything else. Imagine their exhaustion, time-consuming, feeding, diaper changing, and the guilt that they went through. Where do they spend their time? Study or taking care of my baby? I hope they chose baby. My kids could at least dress themselves, so it was pretty ironic when they would bust open my office door and I'd be on camera in a Zoom class and they would just have their underwear on. We saw it all on Zoom. Bathroom breaks, spousal appearances, Heather's cat. Many of our classmates moved across the country during our program. Some of our classmates' spouses were deployed or working in other states and countries. We have single moms who daily had to juggle schedules and childcare, which was made even more difficult with out-of-state clinicals. Thankfully, some of us were blessed by the support that we had, and some of us were not blessed and had no help. Somehow, we had classmates who had enough energy to train for bodybuilding competitions, win competitive mountain bike races, and run marathons. We also had classmates that had 0 energy, but still managed to work on top of school, 20, 30, even 40 hours a week, all to keep the lights on. I mean, I know that personally I'm hemorrhaging money. Is it bad to put your mortgage on a credit card? I'm asking for a friend, okay? She's got a lot of points, it's fine. We sadly had 5 classmates lose a parent or grandparent during our program. And I honestly do not know how that they got out of bed and function, let alone put one foot in front of the other, to go to class and clinicals. I would like to take a minute of silence for those that were lost this year. Rosanna Bailey, Tania Van Dongen, Jasper A. Hill, Dawn Langlois, and Doug Patton. But remember, I said that this class is unbreakable because despite the rigors of the program and the personal battles that we endured, we are still standing here today. Having completed 9 courses each semester, 15 clinical rotations totaling approximately 1,900 hours. We took 22 weekly quizzes, 9 midterms, 9 finals, OSCEs, standardized patient interviews, several summative exams, practical exams, and completed a month-long master's capstone project. During all of that, yes. During all of that, program operations changed halfway through due to an accreditation process change. We were asked to meet new standards and complete more hours in each rotation. We answered by pivoting to those demands. We learned our program was on probation, causing new anxiety and worries that we would be doing this for naught. We gained a new program director after our first year who came with new expectations and standards, and we were able to shift to meet those. We lost beloved faculty that we had forged relationships with, and yet we continued on. And then sadly, we did learn that our program is no longer going to be accepting classes and will close after the graduating class of 2026, and we are still standing here today. And yes, it was challenging, and yes, we had personal disasters, but we did it. We did not break. This program brought us to our knees. It was frustrating beyond words. It made us seriously question our life choices. But it was also the only way that some of us would have ever been able to realize our dream of becoming a PA. It offered a unique and diverse experience to attend an Ivy League university. My little hometown of 5,000 people in Wyoming will now have a provider who is not going to move or leave, but will offer superior care to the community. Without this program, it would not have been a reality. And I know I'm not even close to the only one. So for those of you who are worried about the future of our healthcare, I am not, because I have linked arms with 73 people who are unbreakable. The most genuine, kind, passionate, brilliant, and loving humans I have ever met. If you have goosebumps, you should, because these are the type of providers that are going to close the gaps of the underserved communities in this nation. All you need is one person in your life who says, "You've got this, and I believe in you." And you will find the courage and the energy to do the things you've never thought were possible. And in this class, we didn't find just one person. We found 73. I want to end reading an excerpt of a poem I wrote, which started out as dreams I was having about my classmates. No, not the good kind of dreams, but dreams of their sadness and their struggles. Dreams of how hard they were working and still feeling like failures. Essentially, it is my love letter to the class of 2024. I see you. You are struggling with insecurity and disbelief of your presence in this program. I see your dedication as you rise before the sun and you retire far after the sun sets. I see your drive as you put in hour after hour, pouring your heart into the details of the material. I also see the absolute devastation as you barely pass the weekly quiz, if you passed at all. I see all the bravado and your self-confidence. You started the term out fall like sand in an hourglass day by day as a little bit of your soul drains with each school encounter. I see you, those who want to stay true to who you are, but do not think it will be enough. The daily battle with being your authentic self and doubting it will be enough. It will be enough. I see you, the class clowns who are rebellious and sometimes defiant, but I also see the insecure, beautiful, and ridiculously clever side of you. I see you, the military gang trying so hard to be stoic, indestructible, and remain unfazed, but inside you have a passion and a protection for all walks of life. I see you, those who deferred from last year due to gut-wrenching personal circumstances, yet here you are with your beautiful, gentle, fragile soul, the most brilliant soul I have ever met. I see you showing up and fighting day after day, inspiring me. You are inspiring. I see you, the single moms who are barely balancing your lives before the program, and yet adding in the intensity of a Yale graduate program. I see the tears, the guilt, the exhaustion, and yes, the anger. And yet somehow you balance it all and show your children how phenomenal you are. You are remarkable. I see you, the young, shining women who are the next generation of healthcare providers. You're incredibly talented, bright, independent, beautiful, inside and out. One day, you will be running this world. But most importantly, these women are kind. Do not hide your dazzling light from this world. And I see you. Those of you I have not met, I still see you. I know the amount of support and love you have for each other. I see your drive and your dedication. I see your pain and anxiety. I see all of your victories and failures. Take heart. These experiences are going to turn you into the provider you will be one day. Remember these encounters, sear them into your heart, and use them to evolve and flourish. I see you, the Yale class 2024, as future healthcare providers, changing healthcare as we know it. I am so humbled and honored to have been by your side and in your ranks. Thank you for bringing your unique abilities and qualities to our class, and I cannot wait to see where they lead you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie Neary. I am the Director of Didactic Education, and it is my honor to lead you all in our Physician Assistant Professional Oath today. So if you guys want to stand up, you should all have it in front of you. I will start, and then I will ask you to carry on with the words you have in front of you. So the Physician Assistant Professional Oath. I pledge to perform the following duties with honesty, integrity, and dedication, and remembering always that my primary responsibility is to the health, safety, welfare, and dignity of all human beings. I recognize and promote the value of diversity, and I will treat equally all persons who seek my care. I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, justice, and the principle of informed consent. I will hold in confidence the information shared in the course of practicing medicine, except where I am authorized to impart such knowledge. I will be diligent in understanding both my personal capabilities and my limitations, striving always to improve my practice of medicine. I will actively seek to expand my knowledge and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medical art and science. I will work with other members of the healthcare team to assure compassionate and effective care of patients. I will uphold and enhance community values and use the knowledge and experience acquired as a PA to contribute to an improved community. I will respect my professional relationship with physicians and other members of the healthcare team. I recognize my duty to perpetuate knowledge within this profession. These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor. Congratulations, class of '24.
Good afternoon. Is it still morning? Whatever. I'm so excited to be here. I'm Janie McDaniel. I am one of the faculty members here at the Yale PA Online program, and I'm also the Director of Alumni Affairs for the Yale PA Online program. I want to welcome the class of 2024 as alumni to the I am so sorry. To the Yale PA Online Program Alumni Association, and I wanted to let you know that the Yale School of Medicine alumni folks are outside in the hallway, and they have a little free gift for you, so please stop on your way out and pick up your little gift that they have. They've got a table set up right outside the front door. Thank you again, and again, welcome to the Yale Physician Assistant Online Alumni Association.
So let's hear it again for the class of 2024. This concludes our ceremony. If all guests can remain seated as faculty walk out and the students walk out. And there is a reception afterwards at 155 Elm Street, the Elm City Club, that you can join us at.